The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Rice Owls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So UTSA's offense will have first crack at this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
The Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a man, it's McNeil. Caught near the sticks, it's Eaton. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Finds his man, it's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. Release to the back. Caught. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The short hands, it's Suarez. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Roadrunners can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Roadrunners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here we go, sack. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity to put 3 on the board.
So the Rice Owls offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. You've seen him make some really tough catches and some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game. So that
there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's end goal. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. To the air, it's Gardner. Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle, it's Lucas. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Lucas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running in between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rice. Touchdown. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air, it's Gardner. This time he's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Pulls it in. It's Lucas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It's complete. Open space at the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Out of the gun to give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's McNeil. Got a man, it's Otis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got his man to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. To the air on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Eaton. Stumbled to the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun. Wants to pass. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. It's Suarez. Spins away from the defense. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Roadrunners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Roadrunners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking to throw, it's Gardner. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Roadrunners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. It's Gardner. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on second and long. catch in the middle. It's in goal. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. On the move at the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The Roadrunners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's caught. It's Suarez. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Roadrunners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Rice takes over. The Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. Drive into with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's in goal. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
With the catch, it's Lucas. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Absolutely perfect. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Dumps it to the back. Complete. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lucas. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
It's caught. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Now on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. 13. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Again, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Looking to throw, it's McNeil. Swings it out to his running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. The sure hands, it's Jones. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football. Great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. And they'll take a knee.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw. It's McNeil. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get